Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Warhamster stream, the late show. It's me this week. Yes, it wasn't me last week, but this week is me. Next week, I think, is both of us. I think it's me and Ted doing a joint Ted Blade stream, although you might have finished Dwayne Blade by then. So we'll find out what's going to be happening next week, but I think it's both of us, probably at 8:30. So check and make sure. I think I already set the stream up, but anyway. So hello and welcome to all of you lovely viewers out there, and a special welcome to my new channel members. We got Pascal, B3, and Wendy now. Thank you for joining and becoming part of my growing YouTube family. Now, if every one of you normally almost 4,000 subscribers to the channel became a channel member at just 99 pence a month, then I'd be very, very happy. But yeah. All of you are welcome. You'll find information about being a member down below, but I'll put it in the chat as well. If you want to join in and help out, that would be much appreciated. If not, you'll still be getting the same content as you normally get for free. If you watch through the ads, then that again helps with a little bit of revenue for me. But anyway, just watching is all I really require from you. And even then, even if you weren't watching, I'd probably still be here doing stuff. So now the time is up. The votes are in. The poll has been open for the last couple of weeks now. I'll just refresh and check the final numbers. We had 41 people vote, and an overwhelming winner with 44% of the votes is the Achilles Ridge Runner, which was actually a Christmas gift from Steve last year. So it's not quite been a year that I've had it. It might be about a year. He might have sent it out just before, but it's going to get worked on today. But thank you all for putting your votes in. I like to get some, feedback from you all as to what I should do next and things like that. I don't know. Does it make you feel more part of the channel, or more appreciated and wanted or loved, rather than me just saying I'm going to do this? Because I can never decide anyway. But yes, hello and welcome. I'll go down to the bench view because I've forgotten to get my mouse out ready to read out all the chat and everything. So I'll do that from here. Pascal obviously was the first in because it's Pascal. Then Steve came in at B3. Then Wendy came along. Then Fox and Swigging Pigs here as well. Zadster's in. And Sarah Jane says out of sync. 1970s choppy socky audio sync, is it? Well, the audio sync doesn't matter anymore because I'm down here on the bench now. But that's very strange. I don't know why that is. Everything should be okay, but yes, I don't know. That name is approved. I don't know what that was. Is that the Ridge Racer? The Fridge Racer. Fridge Raider. Oh, right, yes. Yeah. So this is what I'm going to be starting doing today. Get your mouse out. Get your mouse out for the lads. Yes. Today, the Ridge Runner. Now, if you didn't see before or previously, as I said, this was a gift from Steve. But when he sent it to me at Christmas, he sent me some other things as well, really lovely. But he did say that he thinks he's nicked some bits out of it. I don't think he has. I think he might have been confusing it with another kit, because all the sprues look like they're full up of stuff, or both of the sprues, should I say. There are some extra bits in there that I think might have been from another gun or another kit, or Steve. But he did include this, which is his Universal Greebly. I'm going to forget what it is again. It's some sort of lightning conductor or something, or something to do with lightning or electricity or something. But yes. That's had my hands on it, so I'm making it by osmosis, says B3. Yes. Yeah, but there doesn't seem to be anything missing from that. I think they may have been from something else. I don't know. But I shall endeavour to include... It's an extra gun, basically. So I shall endeavour to include that, and indeed find somewhere to add that, change it into a gun or something, scratch building it, because of Steve's influence. That's what it's all about. So this is what we got. We've got the two sprues of action and loveliness. It's the Achilles tendon. Yeah, I haven't even looked at the instructions, so that shows you just how organised I normally am. It says dry fit that to make sure it fits, and that's a variant assembly, so obviously something might be different. I don't know how if they come into play somewhere. There you go, that says dry fit. But yeah, it looks like a fairly simple build and mostly assembled before any painting going on. Choose your variant or try and find some way of fitting them all in. That's the actual answer in that. Yep. So we've got, you know, jerry cans, optional things and stuff. We'll do what we do and figure it out as we go along. It's got lots of information in different languages about all the important gameplay things that don't matter. It says, before assembling your miniatures, please read through the instructions in this booklet carefully. Yeah, we won't be doing that, but yeah. I believe I cut some bits off, but put them back in. What? How did you reattach them to the sprue? That's, oh, it might be there might be a bit missing from there. It might have been the gun. Oh, another bit up there. Yeah, you might have. They might have been the bits you cut off, but then decided to put them back in for me. But we'll figure it out as we go along. Now, obviously, this is my normal Warhamster Sunday stream. Tonight's will be available to watch again and again and again and again. Normally, my Warhamster stream I make exclusive to my lovely patrons. But the first of any build, I like to leave open to everybody to, you know, you've got to give them something free and get them ready and then take it away and demand money for the rest of it. You can always watch it free when it's live, basically. But yes, if you want to watch the rebuilding of any of my Warhamster kits, then as I say, that's one of the many tiny little perks of being a channel member or a patron supporter. Muse is here. Manscaped Brave advert on the stream lead. I have no control over what advertising they put in, but yeah, that works. Why not? It's fine. Fox says, seeing Garage Models doing another Warhammer fills my heart with happiness. I've been doing Warhammer for, you know, last couple of years now, but starting a new kit is always nice. It takes me so long to do these things because of all the waffling and only doing it every couple of weeks now. That I do get a bit bored with the kit, although I'm not doing it every day. So it's nice to start something new, and we'll see how it goes from there. Stewpot's here as well. Welcome. So Muse is already here. I said that. I think that stream ad was somewhat misdirected. This is more the time of year to be encouraging body hair rather than removing. Yes. Yeah, I'm all for keeping body hair where possible. B3 says, become a channel member and keep Chris in Jaffa Cakes. I did buy Jaffa Cakes last week. I've probably got to buy them again this week as well. Right, let's get on with the actual building. I shall put those bits back in the box with the other extra bit and the base and completely forget about them, no doubt. So when I do eventually come to need them and I can't find them, can someone in chat just remind me that that's where I've put them? So I can get to, because obviously being a live stream build, I've got to have a brandy here. Doesn't aid the memory. Whatever they say, they're lying. It doesn't. So here we have stage 1. I need 6, 8, 7, 28 and 28, obviously, because you couldn't possibly start with 1. I don't know why. I mean, some model kits do start with number 1, but these never do. Oh, one's down there apparently. Is that the top of the, or is that the bottom of the? I've given up. I'm not even thinking about it. This is a 2019 sprue from Games Workshop Limited, and it's got some other numbers on it as well, but I don't know what they mean. Right. Let's have a look. So what do I need? 6, 7, 8, 28. 25, 24, 13. Oh yeah, Games Workshop. I remember now. Nothing's in any order. Big one hasn't even got a number on it, that top left thing. Oh, it has 6, and that's what I want. I want one of them. You could write it on the instructions. Well, everything. Zadster says, I hope everyone has claimed their free Elite Dangerous account. Indeed, Epic Games are giving away Elite Dangerous on the PC for the next week, I believe. About there, certainly. I have got it on my older Steam account, but I've also claimed a new one on the Epic Games thing, just because I can. You might as well. It's free. Claiming it doesn't mean anything, so You might as well go and claim it just in case. And of course now it concludes all the latest update, the horizons, so you can land on planets and things. So yeah. What's Elite Dangerous, says Sarah Jane? It's a computer game about flying around the entire universe. It's full of planets and stuff and things. Fox has done a couple of streams on it a while back. If you find it in his playlist, no doubt you'll be able to find his Skyrim, not Skyrim, Sidewinder Saturday, as he used to call it. When you can experience him flying around, and he didn't get shot at all or pushed off anything, so it was a little bit boring. But he did go off out into the middle of nowhere and sort of stayed there, basically. Yeah. Oh, Ted's here. Hello. You're not worried that I'm encroaching upon your... You're not on later, are you? It's just me tonight. Remind me, Ted, is it both of us next week? I think so. And I think I've already set it up, but do remind me. Computer game where you fly around the galaxy making money and stuff. Or not making money and getting blown up a lot. That's the other option. Jamie Bones here. Hi, everyone. Evening and welcome. Raging Modeler. Right, dudes, it says. Order was that? What are we doing? How are we doing, says the Raging Modeler. I'm doing lovely. Thank you very much for asking. Yes, I'm just starting on the new build that everyone voted for, or some people voted for. Some people obviously didn't vote for it because it only got 44% of the votes, but the others were spread across the other things. So yeah, this one won. So this is what I'm building tonight, and will be for the next few months. By the time. It's not a big kit. It's only tiny compared to the other Orc thing that I've got nowhere near that I can reach. But so it shouldn't take as long. But you know me and building stuff. I will be going complete through from building and painting until it's finished, basically. So yeah, what else do I need? 6. I need 7, 8, and 2 28s. There's a 7. There's an 8. All right, okay, I found them. They're these little headlight things. I was Team Nighthaunt, says Raging Modeler. Yes, that I believe came second. Let me double check for you. I shall make sure. I wouldn't want to give anyone wrong information. Yes, the Malignants came second with 29% of the votes, followed by the Mech Gun with 20, and the Orc Flash Gits with a mere 7. People didn't want to see the Flash Gits. People didn't want me to get me Flash out. So, you know. Both of us next week on my channel, says Ted. Yes, thank you very much. I thought it was. I think I've already got it all set up. I assume that's going to be 8:30, is it? That's the way we normally do these things, isn't it? So, yes, I shall obviously be continuing with this. And Ted will be doing whatever Ted does. If he hasn't finished his Baneblade, he'll obviously be doing some of that. But if he has, then he's going to have to find something else. He's got the Hydra that he's going to be doing stuff to, isn't he? Yeah. Is Gemma downloading movies again? A bit framey very now and again, says Fox. No, but my daughter Katie is on an internet call thing for her either work or college. I can't remember, work or university. I don't remember which, but she will be on that for a little while. But it shouldn't be terribly effective to everything because, you know, I've got plenty of bandwidth. But yeah, I can't do anything about it because she needs to do it. So yeah. 28. I need 2 of. I don't think they're on here, unless they're those ones over there that say 28. That'll be them. Yes. So apologies if there are internet bandwidth issues, but there shouldn't be. But you know. It's more likely that it's YouTube that's having some suffering problems, as with, you know, everything in lockdown and stuff. But, you know, you don't need high frame rate stuff while I'm just doing this anyway. So hopefully we'll just get on with it. I prepared toolage and things, but completely forgot about getting some glue out. So let me grab my glue pot so I can use that momentarily as well. Fox has been browsing the Goblin, may have his eyes on all of them, on a few of the game colour sets. Fox says they're really nice. I don't know them, but yeah. Everyone's saying that Elite is on the Xbox and the PlayStation as well, yes, but they're not free on that. It's a special thing that Epic Games have done. You have to get the Epic Games launcher and buy it for free through that. Just finished Sniper Elite 3, says Sarah Jane. Cool. It's very, very different game to that. Good, but it really takes a lot of time to get into it and things and stuff. Right, let's have a look. This we're doing upside down. We're putting 7 and 8, which I stupidly didn't pay any attention to which one was which. So let me have a closer look and see if I can see a difference between them. I can't. They look identical, and if I get it the right way round, it would fit in there, and it would also fit over there. Although I do notice that I didn't quite finish sanding these. It's the one side of it has got bits that go into the holes, so you don't need to worry about that at all. The other side is underneath, so it's not exactly a big problem either, but might as well make it nicer. There we go. Frame rate looks good here, as does your vocal equalizer, says Athel. So it might be everyone else that's having trouble, but welcome as well. YouTube is janky as usual, says Muse. B3 even dug out my old Thrustmaster joystick, and I was viciously killed by many pirates whenever I played Elite. Yeah, that's pretty much the way it goes. I have the Hotus from the Xbox, which works on PC. You flick a little switch and it becomes a PC Hotus. And that works very well for it. Also, on the PC, you can play it in VR. If you've got VR headset or whatever, that's definitely the way to play it. It's amazing. It really is so immersive. Everything's a long way away from you, apart from the cockpit, but it all looks massive. I mean, the size and scale of planets and suns is just beyond crazy. It really is. So yes, definitely worth looking at. If you've got PS4, as you say, then yeah, it's available on there. They were very cheap, as well as being. It goes through spates of having sales and things. I understand that there's a new update coming for it at some point, which is going to let you walk around on planets, which you can't do at the moment. But that will obviously again be a paid update, even if you just got the thing free. So yeah. Colin's here, Festa 67's workshop. Welcome, Colin. These actually go through the holes there and come out the other side. That's an interesting way of doing it. I've not seen one done like that before. So I can drop those in there and glue them from the back using caterpillar action. It will just seep in and mould itself around and stick that in quite securely. Now these, because I don't play the game, these are never going to be used in a game. So they purely do sit on the shelf afterwards and don't get played around with. So, you know, yeah. Raging Modeler has put down Space Hulk Deathwing for a bit and started playing Turok on my Switch. Cool. Muse says, oh, free game every week and I missed a bunch. Yes, the Epic Games Store do seem to have a free game or two every month, although most of them are pretty rubbish. But occasionally there's a nice one that pops up in there. But you can always add them to your library and not download them. So they're there if you ever want them at some point in the future. Much like you can with, you know, the games with gold and PlayStation Plus and things like that. Twisted Rail Hobbies is here, as is someone else as well, Quanome, and EC Idaho as well. So welcome to everybody. Grab a seat, sit down, take it easy. I've just done step 1A. I don't know why the Games Workshop never, you know, this is all 1. I don't know why it's not 1, 2, 3. Maybe they don't like big numbers. Maybe they can't count very high. I don't know. But there we go. That's that. So then I need, not piece 1. I think that's, it might be piece 1. Or is that? Yeah, that's that big bit there. I thought it was the other side of this, but we're putting that aside for now. We've done some of that. Now we're doing that, which is, yeah, it's got a 1 there, so it's probably piece number 1. So we need to get some more bits off the sprue. Yes, so what were we saying? That's not got any bits sticking out the side there, is it? The Games Workshop sprue gate plugs and attachment points are very variable. Some of them are massive, some of them are tiny. Some of them look like they're bits that should be attached to the piece and you shouldn't cut them off. But you do have to cut them off, and it's very, very, very strange. It might be that you get used to it. I obviously don't build a great deal of Warhammer stuff, although I do this stream every couple of weeks. But I don't build very quickly with them, so it can be maybe something you get used to. I don't know. Fox says, if you want to see what Elite is, I did a few streams showing it from the beginning. Yes, there you go. He's putting a link to his playlist. I did mention that there was such a thing. If you want to get an idea about the multiplayer aspect of it as well, on the Team Inept channel, we did a few videos, or at least a couple, where the three of us, me, Paul and Fox, were flying around trying to push Fox off of the universe, but it didn't really work. So, yeah, I have more videos for you to watch. You're doing too much, slow down, says Ted. I've glued more than 3 things. I've glued four things onto one other thing. So that's 5 things that have been glued. I know it's terrible. It's just far too quick for Fox. He's a madman. There's no stopping him. Well, there haven't been any mould lines or anything to worry about on any of this yet. So, yeah. I believe this was the one that you built and did the trial of the line art Borderlands style paintwork on, wasn't it, Fox? Was that one of these? I think it was. I can't remember for sure, because that would mean remembering stuff, but yeah. Little Barkley's here as well. Yay! B3 says, it's good to see a model actually being built, not just 3 hours of denubbing and seam cleanup. Not mentioning any names, of course. No, obviously. Yeah. I'm not mentioning any names either. I wouldn't be so rude. 55 and 56. I have no idea if they're going to be on here. They look a bit like that, but they're not that. I reckon they're on the other sprue. What do they look like? Look like them. And those ones happen to have the same numbers on them as the parts I'm looking for. So, yeah. That's pressure we didn't need, says Fox. Yeah. The day that you start worrying your builds to do with my builds is the day when you should probably retire anyway. I should never compare my builds to anything, let alone, you know, anything any good. So, yeah, that was 55, that was 56. I'll put them in order so I know which one's which. And then I can probably forget that in a minute. Colin is just finishing his ICM fire truck. Very cool. Nice. I really should get back to building stuff, but it's just, you know, effort. And at the moment, I've been sucked into my new project. Have you seen it? This one. 30 Days Lost in Space. Sci-fi adventure kit teaches you circuits and coding, and it does. I'm working my way through that. I'm trying to do more than one a day. The idea is that you do one bit of it every day. But because of, you know, the internet and wanting to upload one every day, I've been trying to get in more than one a day. So I've got a small backlog built up of filmed issues, filmed days. So I'm hoping that, you know, I won't be finished before I have to go back to work, but because I'm back at work, I'll have less time to film it. But I'm hoping I still have enough backlog to keep it all going throughout for the 30 days. I think day 3 went live today. So if you want to go and watch that, there's a playlist for it. I hope others are taking notes then for the Christmas build, to Sarah Jane. Yeah, that's probably not going to happen. The Christmas build's going to happen, but they're not going to be building quickly. Fox says, yes, it was this kit that I turned into a Borderlands bandit vehicle with comic book paint style. Stuck a cyan head on one of the dudes and he looked straight out the game. Oh, right, okay, yeah. I don't know what that was, but yeah, I played a little bit of Borderlands, but didn't really get into it. Agreed, as was, the Borderlands build was brilliant, as was the Sazabi. Indeed it was. Well, pretty much everything Fox builds is brilliant at some point, eventually. Right, that goes that way up, and these go on there, with that one on the left, going outwards. So it's going to go on there a bit like that. So I can get some glue in there. The whole base is basically covered by glue. And this doesn't matter. It's slightly shaped the inside of one of these sides because of the curvature that happens down there. So you do have to get these the right way round. But equally, now I've sorted out which one goes where, it was easy to tell because of the curvature. Get some glue in there. Get that on there as well. There we go. Zadster says, I started watching the 30 Days things yesterday. It'll be interesting to see how you tackle an Arduino, which is that little board thing. Yes, I haven't done anything with anything like that before in the past. I know Colin has. Colin's good at the programming board type thing, but I've done none of it. Electronics, yes, I can handle myself even with a screwdriver and a sharpened soldering iron. But the coding side of things, no, never done anything like that at all. I used to be able to code in BASIC, but that was just basically English. That's why they call it BASIC. So this is a version of C, I believe, which I've heard of, but have no experience with at all. Dan says, I've been watching the Arduino tutorial videos. They're a great premise to teaching the board. Yes, I like the idea. If you're not aware of it, if you didn't watch I've done the introductory video, and the first 3 days are live now as well. Basically, they tell a story in that in the future you're trapped in a spaceship that's crashed, and you're trapped underwater in your spaceship. And each day they've got either a problem to solve or some circuit to build, and coding to put onto the board to do whatever you want it to do. I think the first day was just making sure the board connects up okay and you get a little light to flash on the board. Second day was actually adding an external LED to it. And again, programming to learn how to program it and code it to do this and that. And as the days go on, obviously, it gets more complicated. You can add more components and things. Everything comes in that little box. And yeah, you add components to it. It gets more complex, and the code obviously becomes more complex as you're learning about logic gates and if-thens and that and what's, and yeah, it gets very confusing. Zadster says Arduinos are great for modelers, sequencing lights, driving motors, etc. That was my theory. I personally have no real interest in lighting or powering a kit. Like Ted's done with his Baneblade with the turret going around and flashing lights. It's lovely. I think it's great, but I know that I can probably get away and do it, even with a lighting kit, and that is easy. But even with this, being able to program it myself and things like that, I know I probably could do it at the end, but I don't think I ever will, because I don't think I'd ever turn it on again. Unless it actually does something, you know, other than just sit there and flash lights or turrets turn around. I don't think, if it was in a showroom or, you know, a public space, then I can understand that. But for myself, I don't think it'd happen. but I know it's something that other people would find of interest, so I thought I'd pick up the kit and try it. And apart from anything else, this is the second lockdown I've had this year. I'd like to come out of it having a skill that I didn't have going into it. So sort of electronics and coding fits with my sort of personality and mindset, so I figured I'd learn that. This is a fun way of doing it, and I've got some content for the channel as well. So yeah. Dan says I need to relearn a lot of that stuff. I want to put lights on most of my builds, but there's the time limit it takes to do the soldering programming side of it. It adds time to the build, but if you're not, most people don't ever build to a time limit anyway. It's not like, I must do this kit in this week or this month or even this year. You just do it until you finish with it and you're happy with it, and then you carry on. It's like these Warhamster builds of mine. I don't mind if it takes me 6 months or a year to build a single kit. It's fine. It's better cost effectiveness. If you buy a kit for £10 and it lasts you a year, that's brilliant. Why would you rush through it and get it done in a week and then have to go and buy another kit? So it makes sense to me to not spread things out, but not to rush through things. So why not? Right, it says about that, and it says put that on the top, probably before that glue dries, but I've only just seen it, so let me get part 13, which I think was one that I pointed out over here. No, that's 21. It looks like it, but it's not it. That's 13, that one down there. Yes, so I shall be continuing that, I say, hopefully releasing one video a day, every day, until it's done, which is obviously 30 days from when it starts, so that was 3 or 4 days ago, so we're talking about the middle of December, so it'll finish by Christmas. I was most pleased and surprised, in fact, last night, to have another patron join my lovely patron family, and then found out that it was actually the founder of the company that sells the kit. So yeah, I wouldn't say I was sponsored by them, but assuming he stays a patron for a few months, he's going to have paid for me to have the kit. So that was very interesting and unusual, a big shock, big surprise, but a very lovely thing. So I know my videos are getting out there and people are watching. Or maybe they're not watching them, but they certainly know that they're there. Ted says, I didn't do any programming or building lights, I'm too lazy. No, you just got the, I can't remember her name now, Jennifer, to send you the kit for it that was all sort of pre-built and pre-programmed. Yeah, I don't know that you would be a good fit for having a having to program everything and sort everything out. Now there is one massive seam line across the entire undercarriage here, so I'm going to remove some, if not all of that, just because I can, and because Fox knows it's there as well, so if he doesn't see me doing something about it, he'll be all cross. Also, talking about Fox, he was mentioning during his stream about getting back and playing some Destiny, which should be happening. We seem to have decided that we're going to play Destiny 1 because Destiny 2 has become very empty. The way that they've done it, they've released a new expansion for it, which has basically deleted all the previous other expansions for it. I don't understand it, but yeah, so we could do some, but not very much. So I think we're going to start Destiny 1 from the top with our new Xbox accounts. Well, I say new. Mine's not new, but it's not been used very much. And Fox again hasn't done any Destiny with his. So stick around for that. I expect most of those will be on Fox's channel. You all know where that is. I don't need to tell you where that is, but Fox is in the chat. He can tell you where it is anyway. We may well be live streaming that on a Tuesday evening time, late afternoon, evening time, as time goes by. So might be starting this week. Don't know. We didn't really talk about that, but there's a good chance that it might start this week. I shall be back and looking at the chat momentarily. Just getting rid of the bits of the scene from here. There you go. That's better than it was, which is pretty much my my calling. If I can make it better than it used to be, then I've done all right. Dan says, I absolutely love the engineering side of wiring up a kit, and the end result is worth the effort. I just have to fight past my motivation issues to get to the electronic weeds. Yeah. Sarah Jane has learnt that she can eat two 12-inch pizzas in one sitting. I can't move afterwards though. That sounds doable. 2 12-inch. That's only that big. It all depends on the topping and the crust and the, you know, if it's like a thick doughy base, then 2 wouldn't be possible. But if it's like thin and crispy, then yeah, 2 of them would be very easy. Yep. Muse is dinnering along. What are you having? You can't just say dinner is almost ready without telling us what it is. I did some pork chops tonight. Pork chops with veg and mash. So that works. Right, this is the bit that I'm going to need to put my glasses back on again to get the distancing right, so this fits on there. Which way round does that go? That way round, on top of that. Right. Yeah, they need to go a bit further out than that one is. That one's about right, and that one is about right now. So that goes on there like that. Cool. Does the job. I shall glue that in place then. Nothing else to do. No, the other bits that go onto the back there. So I can glue this in place now. Athel had a lovely chicken masala tonight for a change. Well worth the extra cost. I don't do curry type things. I'm aware of them, but just, yeah, not for me. I much prefer a nice Chinese takeaway rather than an Indian. But each to their own. If everybody liked the same food that I like, then there'd be less of it. That's the way I think of it. So yeah, go ahead eating strange stuff and things, because yeah, that's always nice. That's 2 small pizzas here, says Muse. That's all. If you're over at Fred's, you'd know. I don't know what Fred's is. Muse says minced beef with gravy, mashed and veggies. Cool. So very similar to me, but without the gravy, and I had pork instead of minced beef. But there we go. B3 says, back in the day, I could do 2 16-inch meat feasts with the 12-inch garlic bread. That was thankfully 6 stone and 4 sizes in jeans ago, and I'm not greedy anymore. Yeah, that's quite big. Yeah. Sarah Jane says, Muse small. That must be across the pond then. Yeah. Yeah, I was somewhat shocked by serving sizes while I was in the Americas. We you know, you order something and they come and think, oh, I only ordered 1. I didn't order like sharing. So, but yeah. Apple has stopped eating Chinese after what they did to the world. Yeah, it wasn't really them that did it, was it? It's one of those things that just happened. You can't exactly blame anybody for it. Really love my pizza. This Muse. Pizza is good. Burgers are best. Burgers are definitely the best thing. Best food group. I need 14, 15, 16 and 20. What is it? 14, 15, 16 and 20. That doesn't make any sense to me. 14, 20, 15 and 16. There's no reason you couldn't have put them in order either. Right, 14 and 15. Let's get them 2 off and worry about the other 2 in a minute. It really is. The numbering systems are just pure hit and miss guessing. Yeah, I don't understand it. If you're wondering, I've got 2 different grades of sanding stick here. One quite coarse to get rid of everything, and one quite fine to get it down to manageable. Not exactly polishing, but yeah, I'm not too worried about getting down to a fine grade polish anyway. Better than it used to be. That's my mantra, you know that. Sorry, I've been AFK for the last 20 minutes. What did I miss? Nothing important. Yeah, no. We love our food, says Muse. Yeah. Dinner. Steak is best, says Raging Model. Steak is good. He glued a bit. I glued several bits, but yeah. Yeah, steak is good. I'll give you that. Steak might be second option. I don't have it very often, but when I do enjoy it. But yeah, I still push burger over the top of a steak. Burger, you know exactly where you are. You know what you're getting. You know what it is. Whereas with a steak, it might not be great. It might be a bit rubbish. And you don't know until you've got it. And then when you've got it, you've already ordered it and eaten it. And you can't do anything else about it. So, you know, I do. The idea of trying new things in food and restaurants and stuff is appealing to me. But then I've got the whole, but what if I don't like it? I don't want to have to order again. Because, you know, if you're eating out with people and things, then you can't order 2 things. So I do tend to stick to the tried and true things that I like. And just get on with it. That in there, that's those 2 things to get. These are obviously the exhausts. You'll have this built in an says Raging Model. I doubt very much that it will be built today. I reckon 2 or 3 episodes of building it. So either finishing next week with Ted. That's probably what the intention, the target is. Because I'll need to prime it, and obviously that I can't do on a live stream. So whenever it finishes, if it's on, you know, the joint stream with Ted, then I'll just sit quietly and watch Ted build. Or if it is at the end of a me episode, then I'll just, you know, hang out and chat with you for a little while, or finish up, call it an early night. But that's the idea. Impossible. What's impossible now? What did you do? Oh, steak is best. Is that the impossible bit? Steak is also young, says Muse. Yes. Most people can't watch me eat steak, like it on the raw side. Yeah, medium rare is the way to go with steak. I don't like it any rarer than that. But I could have medium or over medium, but any more than that, no, you wouldn't want to do that. Why's my focusing gone funny? I'm not doing anything, it doesn't matter. Right. I've had a few naff burgers though, says Raging Model. Well, yeah, there are places where burgers aren't as great. I mean, a normal McDonald's type burger you can get away with for everything. That's all fine. Five Guys is very good. They do some nice burgers. They're big, huge burgers, but still very yummy. I put on a stone just remembering the food sizes in the US. Yeah, Hugo's here. Hello, everyone. Have a good night. Okay, you're not staying. That's fine. Welcome and goodbye. Oh no, I think you are staying here. Very rare, says Muse. No, I wouldn't have it that rare. No, but it doesn't bother me if you want to eat it that rare. It's not. I wouldn't object to watching you eat it. Say food is a personal thing. You can have whatever you like. however you like. As long as you eat it, then that's the important thing. There we go, that's that on there. That one on the other side, if I can find it. There it is. And there that is as well. A little bit of seepage. And that looks about right. Actually. A little bit more on that side. Let's get a little bit of glue that'll set that in there nicely. And on the other side as well. There you go. Cool. Sorted. I see something orange, but I can't make it out with the visor on. But someone's putting me in. Yes, Five Guys are very good burgers. You have Five Guys in UK, good for you. Yes, we don't have many of them, but luckily there's one in my local town where I work, so yeah. You should make a little dio for this, have it jumping over something, says Fox. Not a bad idea, maybe, yeah. Been a while since I've done a dio, I really should. I should do dios for things again and more. I keep meaning to do another Star Wars one, but just, yeah. This year I've not had the building vibes. This is good and it's making me do it, but, you know. Right, I need 21 and 24 next for the front wheels. There's 24 and there's 21. They have the best fries too. Yes, the Cajun fries are definitely the way to go with those. Very nice indeed. When the world stops being on fire and things, I shall be taking one again. I assume they probably do deliver, but, you know, that's interesting. I can't get into... Yes, I can. Very close gate work with that. That got in there. Right, quite. I like these Xuron nippers. They're not god hands, but they're close enough, I think. They're very sharp. They can cut very close without problems. So yeah, bacon butty for me, Tar. Nice crispy bacon. I do prefer bacon to be a little bit bendy. I don't like crispy bacon. Well, no, that's not true. I like all bacon, but I prefer bacon that bends. Yeah, not soggy, but also not falling on the floor bacon. You can't have falling on the floor bacon. Where's that gone? It's huge. It's a massive bit. How can it be missing? I just can't see it at all. Oh, there it is. Okay. I can't see it. It was hiding exactly behind a shadow. Right, yes, bacon for morning. Apparently someone, EC Idaho. That was for breakfast this AM, bacon, yeah. Bacon is definitely a morning food. It works any time of the day, but definitely a morning food. B3 totally upset my sister when we were kids by telling her the piglet she was playing with on our uncle's farm was going to be breakfast one day. Yeah. I get where vegans come from with the, you know, but it's cute, it's got a face, you can't eat it sort of thing. But equally, I like eating meat, so yeah. I think I do like meat, so sorry, food. But your food. Muse says that's a meal if the story's proper. What are we talking about? Coleslaw now? I've missed something. It's a bit pricey, but you get a lot. Oh, we're talking about Five Guys yet. Bacon is never evil. Only if people burn it, they're evil. Bacon is innocent. Yes, that's about right. It's an all-day food, says Muse. Yeah, I wouldn't turn it down any time of the day, but it's for me predominantly a morning food. Bacon in a roll, nice soft roll, nice squidgy bacon, plenty of sauce. Now, what sauce would you put in a bacon roll? That's the real question, though. Are we talking proper red ketchup or brown sauce? Or is there some other sauce that I just haven't used? So what would be your bacon roll sauce of choice? Apologies to any vegans watching, but you know, these are the important questions. Not piglet, it's a bacon seed. Oh, I haven't heard of bacon seed for a long time, yeah. There's a shortage of bacon and everything pig this year. So I've had to import mine from Ireland instead of the usual Denmark. I get mine from Tesco's. I don't know where it comes from. Pork plant. Yeah, that works as well, yeah. Got all the bacon over here, says Muse. Is that why there's a shortage? I still can't get any because you've got it all. That sounds about right. Blooming neck. Is it 10 to already? It's been nearly an hour. And Zadster says red and brown. 50-50 mix works, says Muse. I don't know about both. Oh. Both is... yeah, no, I shall try it. My next bacon roll, I shall have a 50-50 mix. Now, that's the other thing. When you have a 50-50 mix on bacon roll, do you have... mix it up and put it in? Or would you put some on one side and some on the other side and the bacon in the middle? Because that to me sounds like that might work. With Coleman's mustard, I don't like mustard. I'm not a mustard eater, so no, I wouldn't be having Coleman's mustard with it. You can keep that bit. Right, I've got to pay attention and see which way round this goes now because I can't tell from the picture. Oh yes, I can. The axle bits at the back. Although I think I put it on the wrong way up. I put it on the wrong way up. Nobody told me. Fox, why didn't you tell me that I put it on the wrong way up? So we better talk about bacon. Can I get in there quick enough? Yes. I saw that the sides were keyed, but they were keyed identically, which wasn't very helpful. If you're going to key in your sides, why do you not make them different each side? For the idiots like me that can't get them apart now. Knife. Increased danger of stabbity. Right, that side's apart. This side isn't so. Luckily, this is where the wheel's going to go, so I don't need to worry too much about neatness of things. So that actually goes that way round. Right, okay. Still blame Fox, he didn't tell me. He's going to say he was away again, not watching. Right. There we go, then that goes on there better. You're talking about bacon. If you don't notice we did it wrong as you did it, there's no way we would notice. Yeah. Bacon needs brown sauce. Ketchup is for chicken, says B3. Ah, that's an interesting way of looking at it. I've never really thought about that. Bacon roll with Coleman's mustard, we did that. I can have fresh bacon at any time, says Muse. Oh. Eat in the middle of a job that involves physical work and dirty hands, but not cleaning drains. Yeah. I can put the fresh bacon before I can pet the fresh bacon before they butcher it if I want to. That might be drawing it a little bit too far, even for me. I wouldn't want to get to know my dinner. Yeah, that's not quite right. Red on bacon, brown on sausage. Yes, sausage is obviously a different choice to bacon, but either sauce works on either, I find. Ketchup is ready for fries and chips, whatever you call them, says Muse. Yeah, well, fries are the thin ones and chips are the chunkier, thick ones. So they're different. All right, I see how that goes together now because there's a little slot that bit goes into. Chicken has mayo, says Friggin. Oh, now we're... What about chips with mayo? You can have chips with mayo, can't you? Not that I do, but I hear it's a thing. Would that be a bad thing? Am I going to get shouted at for suggesting that? Yeah, that's just going on there, making sure there wasn't anything special about having to make it fit somewhere else now as well. Bit of a gap down the front there, but I think that might just be where it needs a little bit of squidging in. Scrooge that in, scrooge that down towards it a little bit. There we go. Proper mayo on chicken, yeah. You should try sprout ketchup. It would blow your minds. Is that Brussels sprout ketchup? I don't think I've tried that. Muse says, Chris, as a rule, I want to know my dinner that well. I live in a country that poisons meat with antibiotics. Okay, yeah, that would be a reason for wanting to get to know your meat first. Athel says, apple sauce is for bacon with crackling in a bun with lettuce on top and bottom, but that's a Scottish recipe. Apple sauce with bacon. Well, I mean, it goes with pork, doesn't it? So I can understand where it comes from, but I don't know that. No, I'm not sure. Graham M here says, oh, I see the conversation is bacon and pig-related produce. For what it's worth, bacon, white bread, and HP sauce is where it begins and ends. Yes, definitely the white bread. Maybe a roll. I don't want a soft roll with bacon in it as well. Stricken Pig says, you can order chips with mayo in Belgium. I may have done this once or twice. Or possibly more than twice. Is that the way we're going with that? We fried sprouts last year in batter. It was interesting, says Raging Modeler, the chef. Yeah, I'm not sure about that. I like sprouts, don't get me wrong, but I'm not sure about the, yeah, making them with ketchup or anything else like that. That might not be a thing. Right, I'm going to hold this for a sec to make sure that squidges in properly. So, basically, it's ketchup made from sprouts. It's awesome and promotes parpage. Doesn't it always? Yeah. But no, sprouts are okay. Yeah. I'm with you on that, but I don't know about the ketchup made from them. Is it green? Because I think Heinz did a green ketchup years ago and never sold any. But yeah. Graham M says, it took me by surprise, but chips and mayo are perfect together. I have had them, but it's not the way that it should be done. No. But yes, but no. Yes, so that's everybody. I'm here for a little while longer. Another half hour or so, I would think. 90 minutes is my usual time for doing these sort of streams. It's long enough that I get stuff done, but short enough that I don't run out of things to talk about, and you don't all get bored and go and make bacon sandwiches without me and stuff and things. So yeah. Is there anything else you want to talk about apart from sprouts and bacon? Because I don't mind continuing with that by all means, but ketchup on scrambled is good sometimes. We're talking about eggs now, or sprouts. Wait, what? Brussels sprouts are for all year round, not just for Christmas. Yeah. That was puppies or whatever, wasn't it? No, not that they're for eating. Yes, it's green, says Fox. Comes in a glass bottle from which it's impossible to get less than far too much. Yeah, they really missed the trick. Oh, I think that's deliberate. Yeah, even when they went to squeezy bottles, you used to have to keep them the wrong way up, but now you can keep them with a cap down, and that's the way everybody does it. Yeah. That's all okay. We're getting this together, that's good. I was hoping we'd be not left with separate pieces. Sprouts would be raw on a cold cut sandwich or in a salad. I don't know about raw. Not about raw sprouts. No, I think you have to cook them. You might not have to, people say you have to boil them for months and stuff, but no, you don't have to do that, but you do have to cook them. There we go. That'll hold that together nicely. Good. Right. Let's continue on. Brussels sprout ketchup. The box has put a link in for Brussels sprout ketchup. Are you associated with the sauceshop.co? .co? Is that what? Just .co? That's very strange. I suppose it's not. I mean, my website's grossmodels.uk without the co, because I'm not a company. But yeah, I don't know about that. Right, I need 25 as well as putting these two things together. So let's find 25. What does it look like? It's a little, another little engine covery thing. Looks a bit like that. And that has 25 written next to it. So I'm assuming that that's going to be it. Supper tonight will be tiramisu, as it needs eating. Tiramisu is always correct as well. I don't know about a supper, though. You need something proper as well as that. That's a good dessert. You know, a big plate of tiramisu, or just, you know, out the bowl. It's fine. But, yeah. Keep reading Chris's moves. On what? Or any other sprout. Okay, yes. Well, if you don't put it all in one comment, I can't be expected to hang around and read all of the comments, can I? It's almost like that's what I'm here for. So, as I said, next week is mine and Ted's joint stream here. It was on Ted's channel last time, and will be at the end of the year. Because the end of the year is sneaking up on us. It's going to be December soon. It's ridiculous. I don't feel in the slightest bit Christmassy. But then again, that might be because I've had the last 2 weeks sitting at home. And I haven't been watching telly or anything, so I haven't actually had any Christmas vibes planted. But, yeah, I don't feel in the slightest bit Christmassy. It's sounding like I will be going back to work on the 2nd or 3rd, or around there somewhere. Which way round is that going to go? Let's go that way round, because that joins up with that, and that goes over that like that, a bit like that. Yep, because that will go down there. Fine. Don't miss us, says Ted. What? When you're watching. Dan says, would someone be willing to take a peek at the Gross Group Facebook page? I want to know if the posts with pics is adequate. I'm sure whatever you posted up will be lovely. I don't know what it is. I can't have a look at the moment, obviously, because I'm busy. But what have you been putting pictures up? I mean, it's fine to put anything up in there. It's not a problem. If it's food pics, then that's perfectly acceptable as well. But I'm sure somebody around will be able to nip in and have a look. If you don't know where it is, I can put a link up. But there you go. That should tell you where the Gross Group is. Zadster says, Graham M, nice. What was that? Oh, Mrs. M did stir-fried sprouts once. She told me it was pak choy. I loved it. Yeah. Fox says, your post is fine. So I'm sure that's lovely. Fox knows a thing or two about bad posts. That's not the way I meant it. I didn't mean... Wait. That's not what I said at all. Hugo's off. See you tomorrow, guys. I will work. Good assemblies. Bye. Bye, Hugo. Thank you. See you tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow is Emerald Monday. It's my What's in Store. Now, my wife Gemma has done a What's in Store for me, but I'm not sure I'll be using it. I think I might have a look tomorrow afternoon, see if I can come up with anything else. She's a bit cross because I said I might not use it, but, you know. Raging Modeler, I'm meant to be going back to the kitchen on the 3rd, however the restaurant isn't built. In fact, they have to demolish what the other builders did and restart. Will take about a month, apparently, so you're not going back to work yet then. Okay, they just did it wrong, or didn't like it, or not up to code, or something, or what? Dan says, I'll likely be on the Gross stream on Thursday to explain what it is, if the pics need explaining. Or go to my own site for details. Absolutely. Yeah. Thursday is an evening with, although Dan, being a patron, is more than welcome to come along any week. This week is, in fact, an evening with everyone. So everyone is welcome to come along and join. Just not all at once, because there's not enough room. But you can come along and join in with the stuff. That's going on there. Right, let's see. Little pegs there, but that's nothing to do with it. Oh, that's going inside there. And then the rest of it's going to build up around that. So let's get some glue around the outside of that. Get that in there. Like that. And then see where the rest of it fits together. Yeah, I can do that all with caterpillar action. Take care, Hugo. They've really fracked it up, apparently, with Adam's work. Great. I have heard of a few places and things just getting stuff really messed up at the moment during this lockdown and things. So I don't know if it's that people aren't paying as much attention, or they've got the you know, the work experience lads doing stuff, or any other reason that it might be. But I have heard of a few people that have had trouble with various different things over this lockdown. Caterpillar, yeah, caterpillar action. Because it crawls in. It put it on the joint and it crawls in like caterpillar. I don't know how you do a caterpillar. That's not enough fingers for a caterpillar, but that's all I've got because I'm holding this together with the other hand. Jadster says it's starting to feel a bit Christmassy here. It's gone cold and 1 or 2 Christmas lights are up in windows, plus the community centre lights are up. I haven't looked outside the front window for a few days, so I don't know if anyone's got Christmas decorations up. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's getting a bit chilly. It's getting very dark very early. I noticed that today. It was like, it's 4 o'clock, not even 4 o'clock yet, and I've got to put a light on to read anything. So, yeah. Fox is asking Ted, what's the chance of a late Ted stream tonight? Are you that desperate for stuff? I know Fox gets left out when he doesn't do a stream, but now he's just making everybody else want to do late streams. I think he's asking Ted if he's going to do a late stream now, so he's got time to get it ready. Because otherwise I'll finish and he'll say, oh, I didn't have time to get it sorted. Blob there. I missed. Get rid of that. Because unfortunately this isn't an Orc vehicle. So I can't quite get away with the same level of... Yeah, it's knackered. That's why I left that bit there. As you can when you're doing Orc stuff. So, yeah. Just didn't have my glasses on when I was doing the first bit there, did I? There we go. That's better. And painting and weathering will cover over any other imperfections like that. Ted says, no, I'm not in the workshop. Fox says, wait, what? I like watching others build stuff. Oh, it's not a complaint. It's just an observation. Right, there we go. That's it. It is. It's dinky. It's tiny. I mean, I'm assuming it's normal Warhamster scale. But you wouldn't. That's got to be just a gun rather than a guy sitting in there. Oh, it's a guy sitting in there. How is this the same scale as all the other things when it's tiny? Or is it not the same scale as all the other things? Can somebody who knows stuff tell me? Although he's a big Space Marine thing, you've got the more normal sized Ripper that I still haven't finished painting. Maybe just about scale. I don't know. Yeah, possibly. Dan Kramer says, what do you lot think? Would the vehicle Chris is building now or the Primaris ATV be a good first Warhammer kit? I like them both, but don't want to spend a lot to start with. I don't know what the other one is, but this one certainly seems to be a lovely little kit. It's, as you can see, not a complex build by any stretch. I'm sure you'll be capable of building it easily. So, yeah. Beetroot tastes like the earth. No, I like beetroot. I missed where we were talking about beetroot, but yeah. Get the Landspeeder Storm. It's £20, includes a vehicle and 6 dudes. I don't have anything to build. All the miniatures I have are one-piece plastic or resin. I actually need that. Need to do that Viper that Jerry sent me. Fox says all the 40k stuff is the same scale. That is a small vehicle. Orcs are 9 feet tall. Ah, but that would be why. If orcs are bigger, then yeah, I understand why the scale would be different. Okay. The box looks the same size as the other boxes. Actually, that's a smaller box than the last kit that I built box, because that was bigger. And the one before was a Baneblade. That was even bigger. But yeah, we won't worry about that. Right, looks like we've got that one done. So we've got the front suspension, the front bit, and the side panels to go on. And then the side panel on the other side. I shall aim to do those and then call that a day. So let's have a look. We need, it's 27. It's going to be one of these, isn't it? You've got to do both of them, so I don't know, it doesn't really matter which one. Get a rhino there, great. I don't know that one either. That's not one I've done, is it? My first Warhamster build, my first Warhamster build, part 6, was the Dark Elder Raider. It was a like Jabba's sail barge, but a smaller version. Good fun build. I did enjoy it. Nothing complicated about it. Some of it was not attached. It was an older kit. Some of it wasn't actually attached in a fixed place, as it were. When you're putting the people on it and the some of the guns and stuff, you just sort of stick them where you like, rather than it actually being a definite, this is where that goes. But still good fun. There. But yeah, any of them. I mean, it all depends on what you're wanting to do. If you're just doing it for fun. Athel says his belly needs food, so I'm off. Night, night. Oh, good night, Athel. Have a pleasant meal, whatever it is you're going to be eating. Right, that goes on there, and the bits can go on after. So let's just get that one where it needs to be. Covering over the bit that I was just complaining about not having done properly. So that's lovely. Right, so some of this goes over the top, some of it goes underneath, so that doesn't help with gluing at all, does it? Let's get some on and then let the caterpillars take care of the rest. Goes up on there, that goes in there, get that under there, squish that in. That goes across the side there, and across the top there. And if anybody's screaming at me in the chat that I'm doing it wrong, I can't see the chat at the moment, so apologies for that. Bit of a gap there, so I shall squidge that together in a moment. That goes inside there, right? I just need to get that in there, squished, good. Can go around the edge, around here, under there, and all the way along that edge. Right, so let's get that squished in square there, together there, and like that. Have a look and see. Raging Modeler says the Gene Stealer cults are fairly humanoid size. They're essentially Gene Stealer Tyranid hybrids. That means nothing to me. Space Marines are genetically and technically enhanced humans. Cool. Didn't realise that one was expensive. That was always the first vehicle you got, but then again, I don't look at the Marine stuff often. Rhinos are a little more expensive, but simple and have more modding potential. That's it. Yep, and Fox is linking to rhinos. There you go. Imperial Guard and Gene Stealer cults are just normal people. Okay, and that's this. This it says Gene Stealer Cults on the top, so I should probably know who that is. Okay, right, that was that bit. I need 23, 18, 39. What are they? They're all pistony type things. Looks like these. 23 and 18. Yep. Pistony type things for the front wheels by the looks of it. And 39, which is like the grille. That doesn't look like that's on there. I thought it was that bit, but it's not. It's that one. I remember when they first appeared in Advanced Space Crusade. I think that was when they first appeared. Rhino is a mechanized skip. Is it? Or is that just what you decided it is? I have no idea about any of these things. So I'll just keep quiet and, you know, keep building. I've got no idea if what anyone's saying is true or factual or made up. Well, it's all made up because it's, you know what I mean. That's that, that's that, that's that. That one. The seam line on that one. Pistony thing, so it's going to be underneath, so it's not terribly important. So it's Monday tomorrow. E-models time. Wednesday I am doing Metal Earth. My midweek makings, 7 PM on Wednesday. Back to the Metal Earth Millennium Falcon, which will be fun to get back to that for been a little while. I did also, secret news flash for everybody that's still here. I bought some Lego. I know it's not, earth-shattering news, but I haven't bought any Lego for a little while. I know I've got a car that I still want to do, a little sort of one-day build. I've got a bigger Lego kit, which I intend to do at some point, either if I can fit it in next week sometime, a couple of live streams, or sort of Christmas time. But yeah, if you'd like to know what it is, then let me know. I know I'll put a picture up of a close-up of a bit of the box, and I know that Steve knows what it is because he built one. But if you want to know what it is, let me know and I'll show you. But yeah. EC Idaho, with you, Chris. I want to build a Tau Hammerhead and Orc Dacker jet like Foxes, but I have no idea their use or how they fit in the Warhammer verse. I don't care how things fit in the Warhammer verse, basically. That's my way of thinking about it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me in the slightest how things are meant to fit or should fit or don't fit. I just build them because they look nice, or somebody's very kindly sent it to me, or something like that. I have no intention of any of these fitting into a game. I do know the manager of my local Warhamster shop, and he has told me that I should go and play a game at some point, but I just don't feel the need. So yeah. Right, let's see if these are going to go. That one's going to go that side. Oh, it goes up into there. All right, I see where it goes. It's going to be fun trying to get that in there past everything else. But I don't suppose we could have put it in there earlier. Because nothing else would actually have to go with it. I'm going to get a pair of tweezers and use those to tweeze it into position. There we go. So that's going onto there. Like that. Put that back on the glue. Why does it not get glued in place? That's what I want to know about. That, look, it's escaped again. Right, so that's going to go in there that way round. In there like that, and on there like that. Cool, that works. A little bit more caterpillar action around there. Cool, what's happening there? Unless you want to play the game, don't worry about it, says Fox. Absolutely, yes. Build what you think looks cool. I know what it is too, but I'm not saying anything, says Raging Modeler. Sounds around. Good day, Chris. I'm getting the over 2,000 piece Lego Exo 1 for my birthday and Christmas present. That sounds impressive. Ghostbusters I do like, but I've never been bothered by any of the Lego. But that sounds quite nice. I like a nice big kit. The one that I've got is not a huge big kit. But yeah. There's an interior. Makes it more appealing. Yeah. EC Idaho says, yes, what Lego did you buy? I shall show you when I finish this bit. I've got to put the other side on there and those two bits on there. So I shall do that now. Actually, I think those two, no, I'll do them together. I'll get the other side first. Yes, before I go tonight, there's no TED to rush off and worry about. So I'm not under any time constraints. So I shall show you the build. That way, if you don't want to see the build, you can go. You don't have to hang around for anything else afterwards. If you want it to be a secret. It's not going to be much of a secret, but you know. So yes, I don't know when I shall be building it. It will be a live stream because it's easier than trying to film it. You can't effectively film Lego, I've found. You can, but it's very, very boring. Whereas at least with a live stream, there's the chance of interaction and talking and things, rather than just, you know, no interaction and talking and things, which is the other option. Right, let's get that there. Let's see, that needs to go up there, that needs to go in there. That goes up there, and that goes in there. So does that not go up? Is there a ring around the back there? Yeah, there's another bit of gun or something that goes on that. Okay. It's not as tight a fit as the other side by the looks of it. That side still goes in. Like that. There we go. Okay. So let's get some glue down there. Like that. That bit will still be stuck around there. Like that. Put the glue down here. Like that. In there. And around that bit. And then underneath all here. And the next bit. Up there, around that corner, across the top, down the front, Bob's your uncle, sorted. Cool, blimey, governor. That's that. And that just squished a little bit more there. There we go, right. I was watching a review of the Lego Exo 1 that looks like an amazing kit. With tracks rather than wheels, as you said. Don't start the whole tracks wheels Hagans again. We won't worry about that. The good thing about the Rhino, says Steve, is you can add bits to it and make all sorts of variants. Absolutely. Raging Model, I'm actually sad about Christmas this year. I was looking forward to the Secret Santa and Chocolate Velociraptor Panda movie and spoiled it. Hump. Yes, it's got a lot to answer for this year, isn't it? But, you know. Yeah, the Secret Santa last year was quite good fun, but, you know, people is hard up and times is tough, and even if you wanted to, you might not be able to get it posted or received anyway, so yeah, we'll just skip it this year and get on with other things. Come back next year stronger. We could actually do it, but Fox wouldn't open his till July, says Dan. Yeah, it sounds about right, yeah. Yeah, it's best to just step back from it for a bit. I don't even feel Christmassy enough to buy anything for my family, let alone strangers. So, yeah. Right, let's leave that there while I get parts 57 and 36, obviously. I bet they're not on there. They're probably on here. 33, no. 34, no. 36, yep, there we go. And 57, was it? Yes, right, I know what parts they are. I should get those off. The last parts for building of today. Spook. No, that's arrows. It's not cutting bits off the sprue. Sprue, maybe. Right, that. I'll put them away momentarily. Oh, my glue thing dropped out. I didn't even notice. You lot didn't tell me again. You're rubbish, you lot. Keep an eye on me. You know I need looking after. You know I shouldn't be trusted on my own. Right, so get these done. Have another look at the chat. Show you me Lego. And that'll be done for the night. Until we return tomorrow night for eModels. eModels.co.uk. Your one-stop shop for all your model making needs. Definitely think I've been hanging around Fox too long. Probably been hanging around Ted too long. I'll start swearing at a moment's notice as well. So, right, this goes together like that. That's nice and easy. Watch where the white bit goes. There we go. And where does that go? On the front, covering over those bits. Ah, I glued it to my finger, which would be impressive because my finger's not made out of styrene. It goes on there like that. Alright, that goes around the outside of things there. So let's get some glue on the inside of things there. Get some glue across the tops of that as well. Drop that there. I'm still getting the front there enough to paint. And there we have it. Keep going tonight until you finish the build, says Fox. No, I shall be building the rest of it with Ted next week. Sounds like a good plan. Just found the Taurox. That was a lovely diesel pack design. Yes, I did the Taurox, didn't I? Taurox Prime, is it? There's something special about Taurox. I don't remember what it was. Definitely want to get the Valkyrie for a Colonial Marine build. Cool. Vamp's back. B3 says there's 3 of our glorious YouTube leaders getting a little silly something. I missed what that was about, but yeah. Just about to tell you, Chris, but you spotted it, says Paul Lewis. Oh, thank you very much. I didn't do it again, didn't know it's not there anymore. Right. I don't swear much, says Ted, swearing under his breath. Right, there we go. There we have the build so far. The Achilles Ridge Racer out of focus. There we go. Come on, you know you want to focus on it. That's what it looks like so far. There you go. Yeah, pretty much built, but stuff to add on. All the guns and greaves. I almost haven't touched that sprue, so about halfway through the build, I would have thought. Let's have a look about instructions. I've done 2 pages, so there's still another 4 pages to go. So yeah, there's not much happening on those. So about halfway through the build seems like a good place to stop. So I shall stop. I shall get that put away. Until next week, when I return at 8:30 with Skipper Ted for doing the joint YouTube Super Team mix-up Hero Quest thing, when both of us do something together. Like, not like that, but model making thing. And, as promised, my build for sometime soon, my new Lego thing. Dio. I've already got the BB-8, which I built without filming. I just built. So, oh, Sean, welcome. Welcome to my YouTube memberships. Hello. You've got a little icon after your name now if you comment in the chat. Yay. Yes, so Dio is my next build to do. I shall put him on the shelf along with BB-8 once he's completed. I reckon there's 2 live streams in building him, because it takes me 1 to do a little car. So I reckon there's 2, possibly 3, but probably 2, because there's not a great deal to him. But he's nice. Steve's already told me that the track is a pain. It's a bit like doing tank tracks. So, yeah. It stands 27 centimetres tall. And the head turns. And it comes obviously with a little plaque, with a little normal size Lego one as well. So yes, I'm looking forward to building that. Very cool, says Easyardo. Thank you very much. I saw it. It was on Amazon's Black Friday sale thing. So it's like, buy it now or you're never going to get it at this price again. So I had to accidentally click the button. So yes, that's that. Yep, that's familiar with steampunk. What's diesel punk? Dan Kramer says, take the extreme aesthetic of steampunk and apply it to around the 30s or 40s. Very Mad Max. Oh, that's interesting. Took me an hour to build it, says B3. Is that like a challenge? Is that it only took me an hour to build it, so you can do it in, yeah, it's going to take me longer than an hour because I stop and chat. And did you sort the pieces out first, or did you do it properly and just rummage through and let me know? Yes, so that will do for tonight. It's 1:30. It's just gone 1:30. So that's almost perfect timing as well. If I was to continue and do the build, it'd be another hour and a half, and I'll be tired and grumpy and irritable. So I won't. I'll put it aside and continue it next week with Ted. As I said, tonight is tonight. Monday is tomorrow. So Immortals at 9 PM with Fox, Ted, Colin, and myself. I think it's my what's in store. So yeah, I've got to figure something out from that, or use Gemmers. I won't tell you if I'm going to use Gemmers or do my own. And it depends if you like it or not. I'll tell you which one it was. Then Tuesday, possibly over on Fox's channel, might be some Destiny action. So always keep an eye on that. Wednesday is midweek makings. So I shall be doing, as I said, the Metal Earth Millennium Falcon. Continuing on with that. Won't be finished. That's just got weeks left to go on that. And then Thursday is an evening with everyone. So you're all welcome to come along and join in. As ever, I put the link live at about 8:05 for you to come along and join in. Get a camera, webcam, decent connection to the internet. Come along and say hello. Other than that, just need to dump bags and build Legos from that, says Ediardo. Absolutely, yep, that's the way to do it. Fox says, thanks, Gross Models. Take care, everyone. See you all tomorrow. That's about the size of it, really. Yep. So thank you all. I shall see you soon. So don't forget, there is the possibility of becoming a patron or a channel member, as a couple of you have during the stream today. So thank you very much for that. I shall update posts and things, and so you all know about it and what you can access and what you can't. And I shall see you tomorrow on the eModels channel, eModels UK, for more shenanigans, basically, just us hanging around and chatting. So thank you very much. I shall see you soon. Stay safe. Stay indoors if you can, because if you don't have to go out, just don't. That's what lockdown's all about in the UK anyway. Stay safe, wear a mask if you do have to go out, and I'll see you soon, and next year will be better, promise. See you next week for this, and see you tomorrow for other things. Good night all. Bye-bye.